Hello everyone, and welcome to race 7 of our 200 subscriber special season here at Martinsville Speedway. We start right here, right off the bat. Kyle Busch in the 18 with the lead for the moment. On his outside is the number 1 of Ross Chastain as they battle for the lead. As we look through the rest of the field right here, everyone racing hard for position, of course, trying to win and get into the playoffs. So on the left 2 is Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain battling for the race lead. Kyle Busch won at Atlanta a couple of races ago, race number 2 of the season, 5 races ago. And now Ross Chastain leading for his first win of the season. Chastain, big time momentum on the high side of the racetrack. Chastain's going to carry that momentum through the corner. He will get the momentum. Chastain will lead this lap and eventually hold the lead. All the way here to lap number 18. He's inside of Garrett Smithley. Contact made. Smithley saves it down the track. That comes back up. Almost wrecks Chastain. And allows Kyle Busch to sneak through. And Kyle Busch on the outside lane will clear the 15. And now Kyle Busch is out front of Martinsville as he's gotten around Ross Chastain because of that mistake. As now we move on to lap 75 here at the end of stage 1. Kyle Busch wins stage 1, followed by Buescher, Harvick, Chastain, Elliott, Austin Dillon, Blaney, Larson, Jones, and Kurt Buescher top 10 in stage 1 here at Martinsville. It ended under yellow for a caution I could not quite find in the replay. And here we are on lap 79 now. Kyle Busch still leading the race this time. Chris Buescher in second, and Chase Briscoe is into the wall. Something has happened to the 14. We got cars going all over the place behind him. What has happened here? The 14 of Chase Briscoe. Apparently there's a whole incident behind him with the 78 of BJ McLeod as well. So I guess here we're rolling through turn 3 and turn 4 here. Martinsville. Tyler Reddick is going to hook BJ McLeod, spin him up into the outside wall. A mini bit of contact. The 78 should be just fine. He will continue on racing tonight after he gets into the outside wall right there. As now we move forward, the Chase Briscoe and Daniel Suarez made contact. As now, after the 78 gets from behind them, Briscoe comes down the track and gets hooked by Suarez. Big hit in the inside wall there for Chase Briscoe, and Suarez turns him right back up, back into the outside wall. And some minor damage sustained by Briscoe. And so we have 2 wrecks here under this 1 caution flag. First one, BJ McLeod spinning out of turn 4, and then Chase Briscoe getting hooked down the front stretch by Daniel Suarez. You see right there, he goes up the track almost into the 20 of Christopher Bell. The 20, very lucky he did not get involved right there. There's a big hit right there for the 14 from the 99. And we're under caution here in Martinsville for a 2 separate cars spinning. I see everyone else here, 4 wide. Justin Haley getting into each other. Denny Hamlin gets shot on the apron, nearly wrecked back here. And Kyle Busch, your leader, at the caution. So now we get back underway on lap 85 here in stage 2. It's Kyle Busch leading, followed by Chris Buescher, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, and Ryan lap 5 here in Martinsville at the moment. Kyle in control and trying to pull away and get away. As we move on to lap 102, it is now the 9 of Chase Elliott, who has found his way by the 18 of Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott is now your leader here in Martinsville for the first time tonight. And Hendrick Motorsports is looking for that first win of the season. Can Chase Elliott get it done? As now we move on to lap 106, holding the lead, but here comes Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick, 2 fast cars right behind him, putting heavy pressure, trying to get the race lead away. Harvick behind Elliott, Kyle Busch on the outside lane. Now we skip to the live feed. Kyle Busch now ahead of the 9 of Chase Elliott as they go through turn 4. Kyle Busch got around Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch now leads at Martinsville on lap 108. As now we transfer on to 115. Into the wall goes BJ McLeod and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for another caution for incident here tonight. As you see right here, I caught just the end of it happening. Looks like they probably got hit into the corner. 78 probably got hooked and sent up into the 47. As yeah, it just spun around and boom, big hit there for BJ McLeod into Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And the caution is out with Kyle Busch, your leader. Now we move on up 121. Kevin Harvick in the 4 car now leading here in Martinsville, followed by Kyle Busch back there in second. Chris Buescher, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott. There's the top 5 lap cars all over the place. Caution is out. Oh, we got a big pile right on the turn 3. Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, and Eric Almirola contact here. Oh, Martin Truex looks like he got hooked by Daniel Suarez. I had it again. This time Suarez is going to hook Truex heading to 3 and 4 Truex. He's going to bounce over the curb right back up the track and wipe out Keselowski and Almirola. Huge hits for all 3 of them into the outside wall. I believe Ricky Stenhouse sustained some damage as well. You see nowhere to go for these guys, and a big hit right there for the 6 in the outside wall and the 19 into the 6. So I would say 4-car crash here in Martinsville. Some heavy hits in the turn 3 outside safer barriers. See, Truex tries to come down in front of Suarez, and Suarez doesn't lift and just completely sends the 19. And absolutely nowhere for Brad Keselowski to go or Eric Almirola. They both get hit and take significant hits into the outside wall. So Daniel Suarez makes some mistakes here. Martinsville is the second guy that he has hooked off of his front bumper tonight, trying to go for the race win. And that's it for the 19 of Truex. Well, no, these guys will still be in the race, but they'll be pretty damaged and off the pace. Truex and Keselowski, of course. Now back up to the rest of the field is still Kevin Harvick P1. Is now on lap 127. Kevin Harvick leads over Kyle Busch still. Seem to have the top two cars tonight. Harvick and Kyle Busch, they may be dueling it out for the victory here in Martinsville. Harvick in the lead at the moment, as now he's transferring to lap 150, the last lap of stage 2 here in Martinsville. And it looks like Kevin Harvick is about to get the stage win with Kyle Busch in second and Buescher back there in third. So Harvick laps the 42 of Ty Dillon, and Kevin Harvick comes through, and Kevin Harvick will win stage 2 at Martinsville, followed by Kyle Busch, Blaney, Austin Dillon the top 5, and then Chase Elliott, Austin Cindric, Larson, Jones, Bell, your top 10 here in stage 2. As Kevin Harvick wins stage 2 at Martinsville. Now back on our way in the final stage. On lap 156, Harvick leads the way. Kyle Busch gets shoved out of line by Ryan Blaney, and now Ryan Blaney's in the third, and Kyle Busch is now losing positions as he got moved out of the way. And all of a sudden, that's definitely not going to make the 18 of Kyle Busch happy at all, as they are racing intensely for position. I see everyone jockeying around here throughout the field. Oh, AJ Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace bounce on the apron there, almost getting into each other, but everyone holds on to it. Now up here, Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe racing hard. Looking on the lap car here, the 15, and Garrett Smithley going very slow, stacking up guys. Kevin Harvick running away with the lead at this point. Him and Chris Buescher running away from Blaney, Kyle Busch, and the rest of the field. So it's on the 15 behind them. You see Austin Dillon trying to move. Contact. Chase Briscoe's and Austin Dillon's upside down, flipping into turn 3 and 4. Cindric involved as well. Austin Dillon goes tumbling as he gets clipped by Briscoe and clipped by Cindric. Then Austin Dillon gets used off the wall and launched on his side. And then Austin Dillon goes upside down and tumbles into turn 3. So right there, 14 just goes for a horrendous block, and then launches the 3 up and over, now flips over and slams the wall hard. That's it for Austin Dillon's night. He's done. Cindric, big damage. Cole Custer slammed into him there. They had more cars piling in. Chase Briscoe, of course. A lot of these guys can have heavy damage. All having good runs too, except for the 14. You see right there, the 3 actually went for the move first. Then the 14 went to cover and then just pinched the 2 in the wall. He didn't know where to go and launched Austin Dillon upside down for the first flip I have personally ever seen at Martinsville. This is going crazy. Then Kyle Larson sustains some damage from Cindric. See everyone trying to avoid it. Custer slams into him. That gives Suarez some damage. Everyone going all over the apron, all over the place. Keselowski back there. And it's just chaos back here. So caution comes out for Austin Dillon getting launched upside down by Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric down the back straightaway at the Martinsville Speedway, the very beginning of the final stage of racing. See a big flip there for Austin Dillon, your Las Vegas race winner. Cindric might remain in the race as well as Briscoe, but the 3 of Austin Dillon is for sure out of the race after flipping upside down here in a crazy turn of events at Martinsville. And so it's Kevin Harvick leading at Martinsville. Now we move on. Once again, Harvick still out front here on the restart. Lap 164 over Buescher, Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Elliott, the top 5. Seem to be the same top 5 for a long time now. And Harvick getting the bumper from Chris Buescher there, but Kevin Harvick will hold off Chris Buescher's charge on the inside lane. And Kevin Harvick will lead this time by at Martinsville. Now we move on to lap 186. Harvick 3 wide with BJ McLeod and Chase Briscoe. Ooh, contact here. Harvick gets turned. Harvick into the inside wall. Your leader, Kevin Harvick, put in the wall by Chase Briscoe, his teammate. And the 78 of BJ McLeod. And now Ryan Blaney is in the lead, in position to capitalize and try to win here tonight at Martinsville. Followed by Buescher in second. Harvick might still get third from Chase Elliott. But now the 4 Kevin Harvick, who was clean up into that point, now is a damaged race car. Can he hold on as we move on? Oh, Chase Elliott and Ty Dillon have crashed into the outside wall and brought out the caution on lap 195. Now on the restart here on lap 201, it is Chris Buescher leading, but Kevin Harvick is pressuring him hard, bumps him up the racetrack. Harvick on the inside lane, no luck there. Chris Buescher leads this lap here at Martinsville. Now we move on to lap 227. Kevin Harvick has now found his way back to the front of the field and is leading this race, followed by Chase Elliott in second, Kyle Busch third, Kyle Larson fourth, and Kurt Busch and Joey Logano, or not Kurt Busch, sorry, Joey Logano is fifth. So Kevin Harvick leading the race after an incredible turn of events after he got turned earlier just by his teammate Chase Briscoe and got spun into the inside wall and was damaged but stayed out, and somehow is now back in the lead. Oh, the 77-14 get together and a big hit to the inside wall right there for Chase Briscoe after contact from Josh Bilicki. That's the third incident tonight Chase Briscoe has been involved in. So here they got a huge hit off the 77. He will continue going, but of course now even more damage than he was before. And Kevin Harvick will lead the field back to the line as we're coming down to the finish here in Martinsville. Will Harvick be able to hold on? We move on to lap 245. 6 to go here in Martinsville. Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott in the midst of an intense battle for the lead and the win here in Martinsville. Kyle Larson lurking back in third place. Who is going to pull it off? Chase Elliott clears it, but Harvick sends it into 3 and 4 and gets right back alongside the 9s. They're being held up by the lap car of Michael McDowell in the 34. A caution is out on the racetrack here as they come to take 4 to go. The caution has come out, and it looks like maybe Eric Jones, a couple of guys back here, may have possibly been involved. Looks like Jones was just checking up to avoid it. And it is the 38 of Todd Gilliland. May have ended the race with the caution. See right here, the 15 spins Todd Gilliland into Ryan Blaney. They make contact. Blaney goes down the pit. I think the 38 spins. William Byron gets spun into him as well by Justin Haley. So these two guys get together, bring out the caution. The question is, will that end the race as they are going to score Harvick ahead of Elliott at the line by 0.03 of a second. And now we're going to sim forward still under yellow with 3 to go. Still under yellow. Coming to the white flag. And so now Kevin Harvick, it looks like he will take the yellow and checkered flags to win under caution, just edging out Chase Elliott by 0.03 of a second. So technically that would be your margin of victory. 0.03 of a second here in Martinsville, as the field comes through turn 4 for the final time under the lead of the pace car. As they come through to cross the line, Kevin Harvick wins at Martinsville under caution. Chase Elliott second, Kyle Larson third, Joey Logano fourth, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, and Austin Cindric round out your top 10 tonight in Martinsville. Kevin Harvick wins for the first time this season as for himself and Stewart Haas Racing, both first-time winners this season, and is into the playoffs once again. And so Harvick wins just under caution, and now you'll see the standings shortly. And so there you go. Your standings: Kyle Busch, Cindric, Harvick, McDowell, Bell, Austin Dillon, all with wins at 6 drivers. And on points right now, you have Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Chastain, Almirola, Custer, Ty Dillon, Truex, Bowman, Logano, and Chris Buescher above the cut line in points, with the first 4 drivers out being William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, and Todd Gilliland. So until our next episode, which will be race number 8 at Bristol Dirt, I hope you all have a good one.